look at this. Look at how fast this is going. Good morning. I am in beautiful Galway.
So one of the things I was most impressed with was just how much the waterways played such a crucial role in the city. So I'm going to take you off to the various points, and we're going to start off with River Corrib, the main river going through the city. Wow, it is so fast flowing. Then we're going to head out to Nimmo's Pier, which gives you such stunning views. And then we're going to take you into the marina. I'm blown away by the beauty, the elegance, and everything related to it. But let's get right into it.
Because look, over my shoulder, the main walking pavilion. And then I just run a little bit, and the river, and look at how fast it goes. This is River Corrib, the main river that goes through the city. I mean, just look at this. Look at how fast this is going. So Galway is known as well for its charm and its natural beauty. What is this river supposed to flow this fast? Why is there a white water rapid river in the middle of the city? What? I'm like, and the waves are huge. There must be like cliffs underneath it that are causing the waves to go up and down. I mean, this is something. Normally, I would expect this maybe in like the middle of like nowhere Ireland, like more like towards where like the mountainy area is. Not right here. What? Looks like because of the snow and how it melted, there was some flooding. Because look, there seems to be a path going down to the river. Doesn't think it should be like that. Here's the pathway on the other side of the river. Yeah, definitely some sort of major flooding event that has happened, which is causing this fast-paced river. Okay, yeah, here's another platform that's underwater that extends all the way here. Something must happen. But credit to the city for building an irrigation system, because here is the main walkway, and you would have never known that anything has happened to it. See, like, I didn't know there was a flood, because everything in the city is completely normal right now until you turn to the rivers and they're all like this. These Irish cities, despite being like settled hundreds of years ago, the urban design is immaculate. They are just so well thought out, which is crazy to think, because like, how did those designers figure this out hundreds of years ago, that you would have to deal with things like this in the water, as well as just the situation of the rest of the city? Like, I don't know. It blows my mind how everything was so perfect, and yet today we are literally fighting in our government over like the names of bridges and versus like getting policy done. And no, like, I'm not even joking about that. When you're here, do what I am doing. Just walk up and down the river, because it is so elegant. You get to see the residential area. It takes you alongside town, and then it's going to lead you out towards the Atlantic. I think this is right now, again, it's early on in the day, but this is my favorite part here, because the sights that you see, there's just something about Irish cities that I seem to love. Everything about them, I'm just like over the moon for. Even Belfast, which there will be a video coming out on Belfast very shortly, so make sure you are subscribed so you can be able to see that. But Belfast, I know that's a part of Northern Ireland and the UK, but it's on the island of Ireland, and that too, absolutely love. So now that we're done with the walk along the river, we're gonna head out to the park that goes right alongside the Atlantic Ocean and check it out. Everything about the marina is what makes here so special. It's just like this feeling that you get. I don't even know how to describe it, because it's like a very upscale area. It's giving me vibes of like New Englandy vibes. I think that's a good comparison. Thinking like maybe like I don't want to say like a Newport, but it has some like Newport-esque elements, some like Salem, Massachusetts elements, Portland, Maine, like all that combined. That's where I'll go with this. And then putting like an Irish twist on it. 2 fun facts that I find pretty cool. So Galway was settled in 1124 by an Irish Gaelic clan, as well as this place is where kind of the Gaelic version of football really started. It's very similar to rugby, a little similar to American football, and it's very popular across the whole country. And of course, rugby. So yeah, I was told that shipbuilding and manufacturing was the big industry here, but this seems way too upscale for that. It seems a little too white collar. Belfast, you had a very, very like blue collar feel to it, and you could understand why there was massive manufacturing there. But something's up with this. I gotta find out what like the true industry is, because there's no way that this is a manufacturing hub. Okay, so I did a little research and I found out why it seems like there is a lot of wealth here, because I knew it couldn't be manufacturing. Some of the top employers here: Cisco, SAP, Boston Scientific, Oracle, SAP, Aramark, large Fortune 500 companies. So yeah, there must be office buildings somewhere, and you understand now how this was able to become developed. There had to have been some white collar wealth. I knew there had to have been, and yeah, you definitely feel its presence. I have reached Nimmo's Pier, and it's a nice lookout spot where you got the beach as well as the Galway Bay. So I was wrong. The way that it's situated, it doesn't actually lead, you're not on the Atlantic Ocean. There's a little bay, but then that bay leads to the Atlantic Ocean. So this is just such a great and quiet spot. I love how you listen carefully and you can hear the waves go. It's just a great spot to, if you want to just sit down, read, relax. And I guess the beach probably gets popular during summertime. I think I'm just gonna take like 15 minutes to sit here and enjoy the sights. Just to be able to look around, catch my breath for a minute, and embrace the scenery. If you're visiting here from Dublin, then I would say spend more of your time walking around the coast, coming out to Nimmo's Pier, and just seeing all the different and vast waterways. The central town, while it is very nice, as you can actually hear construction going on in the background, that it is very similar to Dublin. So come and see this, where you can't get any of this in most parts of the world. Get the true experience of a coastline, you gotta have nice weather, just to be able to see the birds out, to be able to see people on their boats, the different markets, and wow, did I get blessed today. If I could have only asked for one day of perfect weather, I would have asked for today for it to be here, and I got it. Sometimes in a coastal town, it's not really walkable because you have all the waterways in the way and you're gonna have to make curves and everything. But no, everywhere here you can walk to so easily. Again, great job by the urban planners in like the 16th century when this really started to become developed. Besides from a bit of the noisy road, I would love to be able to have this view every morning. I've moved now to the opposite side, and you get this nice little harbor here as well. Looking out into the distance, you see the homes in the very nice residential community. We look a little closer, and we got some swans. Enter in Galway via train, you come over this bridge, and really one of the first views of the city you get. Beauty here really is made of all the waterways. they're everywhere. To the north, to the west, to the south, cutting through. And the homes out in the distance, they're very similar. It has like almost, I don't want to say American suburb feel because that would be completely wrong analogy, but it's nothing like you're living in a city. And keep in mind, this is the country's second most populated place. If you love coastal towns, you're absolutely gonna love this.